Fishcenter Live, 708-794-6386.
Oh, my little ankle biters. Do I sense dissension in the ranks? Are we ready for homework, or shall we continue manual labor?
The world's longest-running fish entertainment program, brought to you by the Lunes Foundation. As always, I'm joined by Charlotte, David Jr., and Choe. And we're here for about an hour, depending on our moods and the stability of our systems.
Lunes Fundación.
Just enjoying the sights of our beautiful fish that we have put so much time, money, and energy into caring and loving and enjoying and bringing to you and to your home on a daily basis to show you the wonders of the world and getting to realize that it's actually the small things that count. You know, we have our frustrations of the day, every day. Every day is a struggle, but we're here to help you get through it in any way we can. You know, it's a lovely time right now in the afternoon. Sort of just look and gaze upon our fish. Project our feelings.
Ned the Third was in the office today and continues to do a wonderful job with the tank.
We love the Montgomery family. We've been good colleagues with them ever since early 2000s. And we love them so much, and we're so glad that they put essentially their entire life into caring for these fish. Back when they started, Ned had lots of accounts, but now our tank is his only account. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Is that it? Just great?
Yes.
How about you, David?
I'm doing great, Pops. It's just all this talk about generations. It's always soothing for me to hear just about how generations of family can care about something. And I love Fishcenter. It reminds me of generations.
You know, I don't know how long I'll last on this world, but I know that you're going to carry forward with this beautiful thing that we started.
That's right, Pop Pop.
Andrew, and someday maybe you'll have a family and they might be able to help out in a similar fashion, the way that...
People have been telling me that for the last 70 years.
But when I think about generations, I think about blocks of time, kind of like Lego bricks, you know, how families are built, like
Right.
Lego bricks.
Right.
And in the end is a tower, the tower that stands the strength of time, and the roots are the children and the family, the fathers and the mothers. They're of the tip of the pin arrest and
The tip of the...
pin arrest.
I'm not sure if you're using that word correctly.
Pinterest, that was like a startup about 100 years ago.
And then in the end, when they reach down deep into the soil, who knows what will happen because of family. And the Montgomery family is a testament to just being satisfied with the working class, which, as we all know, the Lunes Foundation does always say, be satisfied with who you are. Your work is who you are. Be satisfied in the working class.
I've heard about Legos.
They were around actually when I was growing up, and I think Charlotte, when your father
Se
was growing
exige en
up.
la clase obrera.
But I haven't seen them in quite a long time.
Well, you know me, Peepo. I'm always into all that retro shit, like
Yeah.
LOL and
Yeah.
Lincoln Logs.
Sometimes when I talk to you,
Ser saciado
Reminds
por
me
el trabajo.
sorry about that, and sometimes it reminds me of talking to actually one of my colleagues. The way you speak. You have a timeless personality.
Well, thanks.
And I'm very proud of you. And I'm happy to be here where we could do one of my favorite things in the world.
Round 1.
That's right. It's time for, you guessed it, Credit Quest. Credit Quest we play 4 times a day. 90 seconds on the clock. As always, we are in the L for Lunes Foundation formation, as we are always in the formation.
Clocks are up. Okay.
And there are 4 100 credit tokens on the field. And Pingles, tell me when you're ready.
I have to find my countdown machine.
Fish are active. They've been doing this for years. Ronside started. Oh, that's one for Ronside. That Ronside got another one. No, that was just one for that Ronside. I'm sorry, he started on it.
One for Ronside, another for Ronside, and one for Ronside up top.
You're looking at the southeastern quadrant of our tank, in case you're wondering.
Our tank is, of course, 3 miles in square miles.
Took over the entire adultswim.com William Street.
Oh, another for Ronside.
And one for Ronside and one...
Ronside coming up from the bottom.
Another for Ronside. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's 2 for Ronside there, and then 1 for Ronside. Yellow Ronside came by. 3 for Ronside.
Wait,
1 for Ronside, another 1 for Ronside.
Is that yellow
That was
Ronside or
2 for
mellow
Ronside. 1 for Ronside and
Ronside
1 for
from the
Ronside up top.
bottom.
Yeah, Ronside from the bottom coming. And
Ronside
1
on
for
the left.
and 1 for Ronside. And 1.
that
no,
was just a fin.
That was just a fin.
Fins have never counted.
1 for Ronside, 1 for Ronside. Another 100 for Ronside. 100 for Ronside. We say 1. We know it's 100 credits.
That was a tail fin.
Oh, and
fading to the northeast.
what a wild Wednesday. Another
Ronside.
1 for and 1 for Ronside.
You know, back before we had
One
these
for
automatic
Ronside.
drones, Dave would have to run.
One for
Dave's
Ronside,
grandfather,
one for
I should say,
Ronside.
would run out of the room. I remember it like it was yesterday.
1 for Ronside. Well, 1 for Ronside. Well, which Dave? Because I'm named after Dave.
Well, he's talking about me.
Well,
1 for Ronside.
Your grandfather.
You're David.
I'm David. And that looks,
Oh, Ronside just too late.
Ronside just a little too late that time. Charlotte, any reactions to that?
Yeah, ever since Florida got flooded, I'm glad that we have a tank there.
That's right. All remembering the artificial water floods of the lower United States
Right.
when the world tried to make new water, and but there wasn't too much water, and the water flooded. Too much artificial
I think
water.
right now you have to slow down because it was really no one's fault.
Well, I'm not making accusations. I'm just
It
saying
was no one's fault.
it was a couple
And you
years
can't-
ago, and there's.
You can't pass blame for
I'm just
things
saying-
that happened that were out of
Well,
our
I'm sorry,
control.
Dad, but sometimes scientists don't know what they're doing, and sometimes you have to rely a little bit more on faith.
It's true.
because
That's absolutely true.
because these scientists made too much artificial water
That's
to
absolutely
counteract the
true.
water.
You know, according to Ned III, the coral in this view of the tank was actually Orlando.
So 9,100,000 points for Ronside that round. Well, I mean, clearly Ronside's going to come out on top, but we see Ronside eking in with, strangely enough, a mathematical paradox, which we sometimes see here on Fishcenter. 1,820,500 points, oddly enough, in the second place position versus a 3 million. Charlotte, explain to me how that works.
Well, basically, Ronside is a shapeshifter and is able to get 3 million points in Credit Quest because Ronside is...
Charlotte, just now when you were speaking, you reminded me so much of your father. And it was same kind of tongue-tied.
Right.
It's like a stumbling, mumbling.
Yeah, it's
That always drove me crazy, actually.
What's funny about Choe is he always reminds me of his father.
Right.
You've never met my father.
Pil Young?
yeah,
I've heard
Choe,
so many
your-
stories.
Yeah.
Your grandfather met my father.
You talking about Dave the First?
Yes.
I mean, I don't mean to ruffle any feathers, Choe, but we do have many photos of Pil Young, and I've taught your son, my son, a lot about your father, and I feel in some ways he feels like he knows him. And voice recordings, which of course we listen to on a regular basis in the family living room.
What was that classic line he said? My name is Pilyang Choe.
Yeah. My name is Pilyang Choe.
My name is Pilyang Choe. What was that one that he was said classically?
My name is Pilyang Choe.
Crying?
A little bit.
Laughing.
It really cry laughing whenever I hear that on the Lunas voice recorder in our living room.
Of course, all of Fishcenter brought to you by the Global Lunes Foundation. And the supercomputer of the Lunes Foundation regulates all drone camera angles and all entertainment to be a maximum Lunes Happy Day Foundation. We thank the Lunes Foundation every day. Work is its own solace. Work is its own reward. Embrace being the working class. Embrace your station. This is our personal model of Fishcenter Lunes Foundation supercomputer or life suck.
Well said, son.
Thanks, Bino.
Please just call me Dad. I don't like the name Bino, the nickname that you have given me. You say it's affectionate, but I find it offensive, and I'm your father, and I insist that you just call me Dad on the show.
I'm sometimes a bit of a rebel, though, and we don't have to sort through this.
You do have a rebellious spirit to you. Don't know where you get that.
I feel like ever since Max died, you tried to create a crosswords dynamic with me, which is really funny.
Look, in some ways, and I'm not going to parse my words, but you do remind me of a former colleague of mine, and you don't know a lot about my old show.
Look,
right?
Junior, being the
But
only one in this room that was actually around for all these people you're talking about, it's exactly how he's saying it, and it's infuriating.
And let's remember also, speaking of times past, Matthew Harrigan. Died July 22nd, 2073, years and years ago.
Well, what did he tell you on his deathbed?
Don't use too many body mods. Sometimes they get infected. The split tongue thing was great for my polygamist marriage. And all my twins, I had 60 twins. And it was great to give them, good twin French kisses with my twin tongues to express my love for twins. And all my twins that I love as my children, he said. But it got infected. And though 2070s were a craze of body mods and twin tongues, it was ultimately my demise. I could have lived for another 400 years with the technology. God bless you.
I was
Devout
really
Catholic.
hoping the eyebrow ring would do it for him, but it just didn't.
I feel like he's making up for things, for lost time.
Matthew, we appreciate all that you've taught us and your gentle guidance as you've taken us to the top of the streaming digital empire. And we've built so much because of your leadership and your enjoyment of life and technology, and we could not do it without you.
Amen.
Amen.
With any luck, Matt, I'll see you soon.
It's weird knowing what heaven looks like nowadays. Dad, you grew up not knowing what heaven looked like.
Well, there were paintings and I would go to museums, and I was fortunate enough to go to the Louvre in Paris.
The what?
The Louvre. And I saw classical representations of heaven and hell. And through, there's different interpretations. I think there's a little bit of heaven inside all of us. And we just have to kind of stroke it till it comes out.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Round 2.
Round 2 introduces everyone's favorite coin. Coin I personally really love. The 500 credits token and the 300 credits token.
What was that?
This is a new music thing I'm trying out.
It's a fur ball.
What is that?
It's like a bass
Get
drum.
it off the desk. Get that off the desk.
500 credits token, of course, is worth 500 credits.
David, please, it's disgusting.
All exchangeable for Lunes services at local Lunes decks.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Wrong side started on that one.
Oh, 300 for Ronside.
And
3 for
300.
Ronside. Oh, and a quick disconnect. That could be it. Nope.
That was not a 600 credit turn. Oh, but he comes back in for the 5.
5 for Ronside right there.
You're actually looking at the central region of the tank right now.
It's very rare that we see the dead center.
We often call it Middle Earth. Matt always hated that.
Yeah, he hated orcs and
500
trolls,
for
right?
Ronside, 300 for
Ronside.
Ronside.
3 for Ronside.
Ooh, so close for onside.
And
Ronside
3
coming
for
down.
Ronside and
Ronside.
5 for Ronside. Ooh, 3 for Little Red Ronside.
I believe he was in the background.
It still counts.
Ronside coming in, swooping up,
We're a 3 on Ronside.
swooping
Get the
back
5, and you
down.
got the 5
Brilliant.
and
move.
another 3. And another 3 up top.
And 3 for Ronside down at the bottom.
Pretty high scoring round 2.
And 5 for Ronside.
300 for Ronside, and that's the end of round 2.
Was that the music of the fabled Irishman?
I don't know where it came from. A lot of our music we actually got on compact disc in 2025, and we haven't really, there was no label, it was just a CDR. But it became our music.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is, we used to have there used to be something called Spotify, okay? Any music you wanted, you could look at Spotify, you could listen to it, you could stream. Spotify got shut down, and then essentially people stopped listening to music. They figured, without Spotify, there's no point. So what I did was I went to Brazil with your father, Charlotte. We went down there for a trip. It was wild. But I bought a CDR off a man on the street. And they were quite rare at that time. And that is where this music is coming from.
The credit scores right now are 163 million for Ronside, closing that 164 million. 14,003,325 for Ronside, and of course a straight 14 million for Ronside. A couple million above Ronside, who is himself 330,000 above Ronside, coming in at a completely 8,670,000 above Ronside. And look at Ronside at the bottom there. That is not a good score.
We're fortunate to have such a diverse collection of tropical fish. We actually have the largest collection in the world.
Well, thanks to global warming, every fish is tropical now.
Alright, Choe, but no one's proven that, though.
Look, I was around for the whole thing.
Yeah, so
and
was
let me
I.
tell you, it happened.
Things happen.
Well, speaking of things happening and water changing and everything, it reminds me something that sometimes we like to look back on is real water. instead of the artificial water we now use today. We all know that a couple decades ago, the Lunes Foundation mass-produced artificial water to make up for all the evaporated water in the world. And, of course, it flooded most of the world in its mass production state. But I would love for us to all say what we remember about water in our lifetime. And here's a pastoral video of organic natural water.
So, the water of the old world, and I'm talking to you youngsters out there, it didn't have that smell. It had a different smell. It was still, it kind of, and it's hard to explain now as we age and memories are distorted, but it didn't have that kind of sulfuric smell that modern water has. Had more of a, and depending where it came from, actually right now we're looking at ocean water, but there was some water that smelled like, I don't know, perfume, a woman's perfume.
I think you mean a pussy.
Well, right, there's pussy, which had that smell, but I'm talking more of the musk perfume.
What about you, Charlotte?
Fishcenter Live, you're on the line. I'm here with David,
Hello.
Charlotte, and Andrew. Who are we talking to?
Hello.
Hello.
This is Lawrence.
Hi, Lauren. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
We're discussing our
I'm calling
memories
from
of...
my.
Oh, can you hold
what?
on? Wait, can you
What?
hold on 1 second?
Okay.
We're trying to remember natural water.
Okay.
What do you remember of natural
I never saw
water?
it in my lifetime.
Really? How old are you? 13?
I'm like 15.
Do you...
What is that music?
Sorry.
It's
Do you not like it?
It's okay.
You're unfortunately you've never heard beautiful music,
Yeah,
probably
15-year-old
outside of the show,
Probably
and
doesn't listen.
I'm glad that I could continue to bring the current world's former world's music to the world.
Did your
Yeah, thanks.
biological parents or foster machine parents ever tell you life stories of natural water?
Yeah. They used to bathe in it, and used to fall from the skies.
You're very smart for a 15-year-old. What
Yeah.
what brings you to Fishcenter today?
I just wanted to try out my new iPhone 86.5. Can I play a game?
Of course. You know the game we play on this show.
No Druies.
Let's play a bit of No Druies.
Yeah.
Tell me when you'd like to start, Lorden.
Let's start now. Wait, no. No.
David.
Oh,
A first round druid.
you druid, you
She
dumb
said
lady.
stop and you didn't press the button.
Okay, well, Judge, should we redo it?
No,
Lauren, I'm
Did
so
I win
sorry.
anything?
No, because David
you got druid.
screwed you over.
Okay, you don't nag me here, you know? You don't bring...
Listen, when you hear they say stop, you press the button. You're not good at this.
All right, well, let's do a makeup round. This doesn't really count, but just for David's
So you're
practice.
getting soft in your old age.
You have no
Okay, let's
idea
go.
how old.
Stop.
Okay, you would have gotten +5.
I got +5 points.
Well,
Give him the wrong
hypothetically.
side.
You're gonna cut bait and give him the wrong side?
Yeah, give him the wrong side.
That's a odd move, but I appreciate
It doesn't
that.
really count. Ronside's not going to get those points.
I don't give him the wrong side?
No. That was
The
just a
wrong
practice
side's...
one.
I mean, honestly, Joe, wrong
Did you
side's
distribute it among
only at
all the wrong
100
sides?
points.
Oh, that Ronside. All right, fine. Out of pity, we can give him 5.
No, that's great, because it moved him up to 100,105 Ron points, and that puts Ron
Gee,
side
that's a lot.
above Ron side.
Beautiful.
And of course, now there's the magical 100,000 living in the middle.
That is up for grabs.
Where will that go?
I'd give it to Ron's side.
Well, I mean, it's not up to us, Charlotte.
I think Ronside might have an opinion about that.
As my half-sister, sometimes I feel like you're half as smart as me.
It's true.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Lauren,
Thanks for calling.
please don't go yet.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Please don't go.
Bye.
Please don't go. Please don't go. (708-794-6386), bringing you calm, peaceful, daily energy.
Use,
Seven
Burn
days of the
Bridges
week.
for your intro song. It sounds aquatic. Sounds cool. You should do it. Okay, bye.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Good afternoon. My name is
Rebecca Brand.
I come from the south in Italy. I'm going to give some ingredient pasta cauliflower. Come my granddaughter, she love it. What we're going to sell, we buy some tomatoes, very good tomatoes, started tomatoes. Beautiful cauliflower, nice and white. Garlic, a special olive oil, comes from Italy. That's my ingredient. Thank you so much. Now you got to spend a lot of time to cook it. And it's all done. One of the oh, the water boil. Just a few, about 5 minutes. Okay, together. They got all the flavor, the nice. You turn the bowl, and my pasta is ready to serve. You're right, it is delicious. Grandma pasta cauliflower is delicious, sweetie.
Mmm. Looks good. Really?
Breaking the pasta makes me cringe.
Why is that?
You never break the pasta.
Well, I think
the
that
Because then it's smaller spaghettis.
And you like them long.
But again, I'm an old timer. I have old-fashioned taste. I'm a purist.
Do you prefer a fettuccine?
It depends on the sauce. Every noodle is designed for a different sauce.
Choe's so old that when he goes to McDonald's, he orders 2 slices of bread for his hamburgers.
They were called buns. Okay?
Yeah.
Buns.
Okay.
And one synthetic Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Because now it's
Believe it or not,
synthetic.
there was a time when you could get gluten, okay? And it was delicious.
Look what I just found on Luna's
David,
search.
You're being mean now.
Well, I went to
All right, you're
Luna's
being-
search and I just typed in slices
You're
of bread.
being a little mean to Choe. All right, I
whole
made the
JPEG.
joke, and but when you bring up this image,
I
that's,
peed my PL. I PMPL. I peed my pants laughing. I PMPL.
that's David. Just, Choe, I'm sorry.
I PMP pill.
Choe, I'm sorry.
I am peeing my pants.
All right, David.
Just a child.
David.
Take the image down! Shut up! Okay, Dad, you don't understand me.
Take-
Stop walking in when I'm jacking off.
Ouch! All right, get away from me.
Mom
David,
died 'cause you were a
David, sit
fucking
down.
idiot.
David, please. Choe, stop him.
Mom died 'cause
David,
you're a
please.
pissant
David,
idiot.
please.
Fuck, that's why
David,
she married
please.
Max.
David.
'Cause you suck
David,
and your
please.
dick's skinny.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
His at least was like a tree.
I'm sorry. All right? I know. I'm sorry.
Hate it when that happens.
And don't you ever bring up the Asian persuasion.
Whenever you're ready, you could let Ronside,
Ronside, and Ronside all go.
Wait, do we have another Ronside?
There he is.
Oh, yep.
And there's Ronside.
Ned has assured us that these Ronsides will outgrow Ronside very, very quickly. Probably within a few decades. That's Luna's time, not real time.
Oh,
I don't know how Ronside's going to handle having some new friends. Charlotte, can you pick up these plates?
Round 3.
Round 3, Coin Quest. One of my favorite rounds. Goes back to 100-point credit coins, and of course that great center 500.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Ronside and Ronside both started on it.
Oh, 1 for Ronside, 5 for Ronside.
Another
5 for
500
Ronside.
for Ronside.
Yeah.
Oh, Ronside just missed down there.
Wow.
100, 500,
And 100 and 500 for that
right,
Ronside.
2 600 credit passes.
He skillfully shimmied in between the credits.
You're looking at the southernmost tip of the tank.
500 for Ronside.
Down in the pit.
That's right. What once was Pittsburgh.
New Jersey, actually.
Oh, really?
500 for Ronside.
We're not used to seeing Ronside down in this pit, but lately he seemed to have taken up residence, mostly because he was being bullied by
100 for
Ronside.
Ronside. Here's a funny thing, speaking of these Ronsides, 500 for Ronside. You see all those little flecks in the artificial water?
Are those Ronsides?
No, they used to be bread. 500 for Ronside. Like 2 slices of bread.
Choe, I'm so sorry.
500 for Ronside. 100, 200 for Ronside, and 100 for Ronside.
Ronside
Oh,
coming
it's
up.
600 for Ronside,
Wow.
700 for Ronside, 800 for Ronside.
Hello?
Fishcenter Live, please hold.
100 for Ronside. 100 for Ronside. 500 for Ronside. 100 for Ronside.
Ronside?
The end of round.
We should get an instant replay of that choreography.
Fishcenter
was
Live.
Stunning.
What is your name?
Hello?
Fishcenter
Hello?
Live. Fishcenter Live.
Yeah, this is Fishcenter Live. This is Falcone calling.
This is
Hello?
Fishcenter Live. What is your name? Where are you
Yeah,
calling
hello?
from? Fishcenter Live.
I'm Falcone. I'm Falcone calling from
Okay.
the future.
Falcone.
Hello?
Fishcenter Live.
What year is it?
Figaro, 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 Figaro.
Hello?
Okay, like here's a quarter. Golly, this place sure is creepy at night.
Falcone, when are you?
What am I? I'm from...
Yes, when are you?
I'm 3050, my man.
Man, this is Spooksville.
Falcone, would you like to play a game?
Yeah, I would love to.
Tell me, would you like to play No Druies?
Yeah, I've heard that's a cool game.
You've heard. You bet your ass it's
The legends are true.
No Jury's brought to you by the Life Suck Machine.
I just woke up from like a 1,000-year coma.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
I'm not really familiar with the games that you're playing, but send them my way.
You sound really attractive.
That's me. That's me, man.
Hey, would you want to meet up for some casual kissing down at my motel room in San Diego?
Some necking? We still have that stuff in the future.
Yes, and we do call it the future.
Yeah, I'm referencing you guys because I think that I'm a little bit farther than you guys, right? What year is it?
stop.
All right, stop.
Oh, you druid.
You got druid.
Did I miss it? I got druid?
You got druid.
So sorry, Falcone.
All right, well, is there anything else I can do for you guys?
Tell us what you remember from water from your past.
Really, I don't know. It's just moist, and you could contain it in any sort of voluminous container. There was not really much. It was a necessity for all types of humans and other organisms, I believe, that relied on that for survival.
Was it two?
Beyond that,
two hydrogen as opposed to the 2.5 hydrogen that the Lunes Foundation uses?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. They were just starting when I went into the coma, but I don't know much about the chemical composition.
Did water contribute to why you were in a coma?
Yeah, I was severely dehydrated for I don't know, 2.5 weeks.
So
and
a
then
lack thereof.
Yeah, lack thereof. But it also may have been, the deficiency in the amount of hydrogen, I guess, with these 2.5 hydrogens that you guys have, or we have now. I don't know. I just woke up. I guess that's just superior type of water. I wouldn't have never had to really drink water very often if I had.
We welcome you back into this world, and we're so happy that you're with us.
It is wonderful that the Lunes Foundation does leave a post-it note and a phone. Post-it note with the number 708-794-6386 right next to every cell in the cryo camps. So anyone that wakes up from an extended freeze, the first thing they think of to do is, of course, what you've done, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Glad to be on the show.
And now we will sing in support of the Lunes Foundation. We will sing the song that we sing every day at about this time. The Lunes Foundation.
The Unit Lunes Foundation.
Lunes Foundation Happiness Recital.
Charlotte, how about you start us off?
All right.
One side, Fishcenter live, Fishcenter live. One side,
much.
Thank you.
And as always, if you feel like joining us to sing along, 708-794-6386. And thank you so much to the Lunes Foundation for everything you have given us.
And remember, it is now time for round 4.
Round 3.
4.
One side, Fishcenter live, Fishcenter live.
Here we are in the northern region.
Son? Manners?
Last time you did that, you hurled.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Mindful.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Ronside started on it. That's a fin. But that's a 200 for onside.
200 for Ronside right there.
Another 200 for onside. And another 200.
Ronside coming in for the low
200
scoop.
points. Wow.
And 200 more for onside.
Wonderful. It's hard to tell.
Ronside doing a low scoop.
There's actually another 200 for onside. That last turn was a 400-point turn.
And 200 for Ronside. I sometimes wonder who's going to be Ron King
Another
this season.
200.
Whoa.
And another
This is
200.
the week of Ronside.
And 200 more for
He's
onside.
really doing a tango.
No, 300 for Ronside up top.
He's had enough.
Oh,
Another
300 for
300.
Ronside.
What was that?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was
Did
for
you see
onside.
those bubbles?
Not Ronside, that was Ronside.
Choe, did you see those bubbles?
I sure did. 200 for onside.
What do you think that was?
300 for
In
Ronside,
the
200
bottom
for
one?
200 for
Ronside.
onside.
No, it's in the upper left. There's
200 for onside. 200
Is that a
for
man in the
onside.
tank?
Hold on.
300 for Ronside.
I feel like I should go check on that because that's
200
kind of
for
alarming to
Ronside?
see.
200 for Ronside. Well, you know it's 2,500 points for Ronside if you leave the cell.
I realize that, but that was frightening to see.
And that's round 4.
And a 200 credit hover for onside at the end.
So, you know, we've had intruders before attempting to steal our fish, and
Is our laser grid down? That thing is always
I
breaking.
do think there's a man in the bottom left corner of the tank.
Charlotte, are you serious or are you just messing around?
I think I'm serious.
Well, you have... you better be goddamn serious.
Well, I think
because-
I'm serious.
All right. Well, I'm going to go check on that. False alarm. That was just Ned Jr.
David, you know what happens when Dave leaves the room?
25 points, 25,000 points for Ronside.
That's correct. Closing the gap with Ronside.
Why is she singing using her voice?
This is all music from a different era.
Sure, they do this to appease me in my old age.
Singing has... there's different ways to sing.
It's pandering to the old man.
I think it's very beautiful, to be honest.
I think it's absurd.
Well, take my word for it, Charlotte. Back in the day, these were the jams.
Jams.
Fishcenter Live, 708-794-6386. What is your name, where you're calling from?
This is Clive from Texas.
Hi, Clive. How are you doing today?
Right. Be right back.
Oh, Clive just hung up.
Herzliche Grüße an alle.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। हम ज़मीन के रहने वालों की तरफ से आपको खुश आमदीद कहते हैं।
Chân thành gửi tới các bạn lời chào thân hữu.
Sayın Türkçe bilen arkadaşlarımız, sabah şeriflerinize hayırlı olsun.
Konnichiwa, o genki desu ka?
धरती के वासियों की ओर से नमस्कार।
Yechidai chui an aur ag an oisun.
Tanti auguri e saluti.
Stay tuned next tomorrow, and we will see who will be the king, Ron King of the Ron Tank. And of course, at 5:30 we have Game Humpers, followed by Sports.
Bronzide.
David, please wipe that up. Andrew Choe, any closing remarks?
I'm over this.
You've been saying that for so
Just
long.
like that.
And,
Coños deportivos.
You know what they say.
what do they say?
Keef halak.
That's great.
Thanks for watching.